I got to tell you guys, man, Joe Biden is in a world of trouble come November. Even the mainstream media at this point is realizing that Joe Biden has a very, very small chance of actually occupying the Oval Office again. I mean, guys, say what you want to say about the 2020 election. But as of right now, it's starting to look like Donald Trump is going to win in a landslide. Mainly because, for one thing, he's actually expanded his voter base. I did a video yesterday where they actually showed that the Trump base has expanded with minorities by 6 points. That is a devastating blow to Joe Biden. All of these criminal prosecutions, they're just not working, guys. They're not working. I know I sound like a broken record because it seems like every day I'm making a video where I'm saying, hey, it's not working. You know what? It's not working. Yeah, Beijing Biden is in a world of trouble, guys. Now, in 2020, America was stunned when Georgia actually went for Joe Biden. Now, the state of Georgia, I believe, hasn't went Democrat in like 30 years. I believe 92 was the last time that Georgia went blue. Even though Georgia's a deep red state. However, they actually got 2 Democrat far left senators. How is that actually possible? I have no idea. But in the 2022 midterms, Brian Kemp blew out Stacey Abrams by like 22 points. Wasn't even close. Well, come this November, man, maybe Georgia would actually get his act together and vote Trump. Now, I believe the latest poll said that Trump was actually up by 9 points in Georgia. We'll have to see. But MSNBC, man, they actually went out and they were actually speaking to Georgia voters in this one county that actually used to be red. And then all of a sudden in 2016, it flipped blue. And then it flipped even more blue in 2020. Now, this clip we're going to watch, they're actually going to say this is the biggest Republican voting base in this county. But yet, Joe Biden won his county by 18 points. Yeah, I saw the numbers, guys. Can't believe this. But let's get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button to get access to the same thing. Here we go, guys. Look at this. Georgia voters tell MSNBC Trump's legal issues make them support him more. Yes, we're talking about black people right here. Your eyes are not deceiving you guys. That is 2 black people right here that are MAGA, saying they're voting for Donald Trump and that they want to support him more, even though Fannie Willis, Joe Biden, all of them, they're trying to go after Donald Trump. Now, this county is Gwinnett County. Okay? Now, look here. Gwinnett County has went Republican ever since 1980. Then in 2016, it flipped to blue. Now, in 2012, they were up by 9 points. They won by 9 points. I mean, this county was super red. 1988, 75%, 96, 60%, 2000, 64% red, 2004, 65% red. And then 2016, it flips blue by 9. And then Beijing Biden wins by 18 points in this county. When they say this is the has the most Republican voters in the state of Georgia. Let's go and watch this clip, guys. Let's play it.
What did you hear? Well, guys, good morning to you. You know, this is one of the most closely watched counties here in the key battleground state of Georgia. So it seemed like the perfect place to come out and talk to Republican voters and see all of the coverage, all of the things that we're talking about with this New York hush money trial. How is it impacting them down here? So I spoke with about 5 different Republicans, and they represent a very wide cross section, a very diverse group of Republican voters here in this county. And I asked them, how are they being impacted by this trial? Are they paying close attention? And what impact might a guilty verdict have on their decision to support the former president? Here's what they told me. Take a look.
Do each of you support Donald Trump?
I do.
Yes. Yes for all 3 of you? Yes. Has this trial changed your opinion, even caused you to waver or question that at all?
No, it's actually caused me to support him more. I just don't believe there's a coincidence that we have a trial happening in Atlanta. We have one happening in New York. So the question people are beginning to ask themselves, like I did, is like, why now?
It's pretty much a right.
Wow. He hit the nail on the head. Why now? Why during an election year are they going after Donald Trump? All these things seem to be happening at one time. And like I told you guys, the American people are not stupid.
He says they're picking on him. You know, people are tired of going after him, and you see it in so many areas. It's really not a big issue in the party. Actually, they're really making everybody mad, and they look at a big bully, and the government is the bully.
This is going to be your first time casting a ballot. What is it for you that drives your support of the former president?
I think always fighting. He's taken so much just defense from news and everything, but he still hasn't given up. He keeps fighting to do what's right.
I've talked to many people who formerly identified as a Democrat. They have changed their political persuasion to independent, and they are looking forward to voting for Trump. Wow. Because now they find something in common with a political candidate at that level.
When you say they find
See, that's what the polls showed yesterday in the swing states. That with minorities, Donald Trump has expanded his base from 13% in 2020 to almost 20% now. This is huge.
Commonality. What is that commonality?
They have felt persecuted by the system of American injustice. And it's not a stretch for them to think that Trump may be a victim as well. People see that there's some kind of commonality between himself and maybe all the black men that have been incarcerated and the families that have been impacted by black male incarceration.
So you heard a lot there. That was the sum total of about 3 hours worth of conversation distilled down into those sound bites you heard. But let me just tell you a little bit about those voters. One of the people that you heard from was the chairman of the county GOP, the Republican Party here. We talked to a longtime volunteer, somebody who's out knocking on doors, talking to voters every single day. And then also in that group is somebody who is going to cast their ballot for the very first time this fall as a current 17-year-old. And so really what I heard among all of them, though, is that the trial only furthers their support of the former president in many cases, and that a guilty verdict would not impact their support. Now, let me tell you guys a little bit about Gwinnett County. This is why we're here. This is one of our 7 deciders counties, one of the ones that are going to be so crucial to deciding the election this November. It's a metro Atlanta suburb, as we know, is just outside of the city of Atlanta. This is the most diverse county in the state of Georgia. And according to the county GOP chairman, this county actually has the state's largest Republican voting bloc. And so that's why there's so much focus from the National Republican Party. That's why there's so much focus from locals here as well. But it's also important to point out, guys, that after 2012, this county flipped blue. It went blue in 2016 and the 2020 presidential races. And so, of course, it's being watched closely by Republicans, but also a lot of the Democrats that I'm speaking to as well. They see that this is also the key to winning Georgia in November.
Yeah, so you saw that right there, guys. You saw that right there. The largest GOP voting bloc is in this county, but Beijing Biden got almost 59% of the vote. Got questions about that. But there you have it, guys. Maybe this county will actually flip back red. I mean, are things actually bad enough to where people can actually stop voting blue? I mean, people voting for Hillary, people voting for Beijing Biden. Have you not seen enough? That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.